Man, we are live.
That's
Here we
fast.
are. That was fast. All right. Welcome to the Island of Relevancy. It is your host, T and Frank. Of course, Frank being the much better looking host. Man, we
Mhm.
got a lot to talk about today. And let's start with Friday night.
There was some
Let's
stuff
let's
that happened.
There was. I didn't know that Logan Paul knew French, but he opened up SmackDown and he came out there and said words. And then the greatest of all time came out there and said better words. That
Dude,
was that was a great promo.
dude, John Cena cooked Logan Paul so hard. And I was listening to Busted Open, and I think it was Bubba that said it that made sense to me was that I don't think Logan, or did we talk about that already? Didn't he already do that? This is the second time he cooked him, right?
Yes, yeah, he
Okay.
cooked them
So
last
never
week,
mind.
and
So my
then
story
this.
was the first time. But he did it again though. He cooked
Yeah,
him again. Hardcore cooked him. Um, I loved it.
this was a great set. One, I love that shirt, the red, white, and blue shirt, but it was French, like it
Oh,
was
I
a
thought you were
French
talking
thing.
about my Shroot Farm shirt. I was like, oh, all right, cool. Thank you.
I
I'm
mean,
good.
nothing wrong with a good Shroot Farms. Like I love beats too, like the rest. But no, I enjoyed I enjoyed Logan Paul coming out there and running down the French crowd, saying he couldn't hear them, and they were chanting stuff in French to him, and he would say things that would get an immediate reaction, so you could tell he was like zinging them in French,
Yep. Yep.
which is great. John Cena comes out, and this French crowd, they they've been great. Like they were great on Friday night in Nice, or Lyon, France.
Lyon, France.
Great crowd. They were super loud. They were hyped from the very beginning. And John had them eating out of the palm of his hand. He started speaking in French. They were chanting something in French, and he said a few things in French, and that just got them just
Yep.
super riled up. And it was great. John Cena just running, saying he was the original disruptor, which I don't believe. I don't believe it was Stone Cold either, but like he's saying he was the original disruptor, and Logan's just a disappointment. That was like the highlight to me.
That's
And he said, "You're
phenomenal.
knocking people out with brass knucks," and I was doing the same thing with the two rings, the word life. I was like that was a pretty nice turn. I like that play on words.
I loved it. I loved it. Um, it was. Sorry, I was reposting the thing. All right, now I'm focused.
Yes.
He did. He hit all the right notes, and it was great. Just the whole thing was great. And was it was it SmackDown when he went into the crowd, or was that on Raw?
It was SmackDown.
So
Yeah.
this was I I loved and hated this, and I'll explain why.
Okay.
I love the fact that he went out, and I'm pretty sure that the WWE probably got that kid back.
Oh, of course.
Like no dead. So the kid,
Yeah.
if you remember, those of you watching or rewatching this later, back when he was in Germany, in Belgium, he totally took a dump on this kid, right? And I'm gonna careful how I phrase that.
Just
He
random.
verbally slapped this kid in the mouth, and this kid is a meme for the rest of his life now, right?
Yes.
He hit Augustus with just slapped him down. And now in Lyon, the kid's in the crowd, and he goes out to the kid,
Yes.
and he goes out to apologize. Now, where I had the problem and I understand the kid's probably so ridiculously excited.
Of
What's up,
course.
Ace? The kid's got to be losing his mind, but he didn't focus on John the first time he went out there. He was too busy fumbling with his camera and his phone, and like he wasn't in that moment, right? Give the camera to your dad or something, or your mom or whoever you're there with, and soak in that moment. Like I can't say I wouldn't have done the same thing either. I probably would have just marked out and just been like, ah.
Yes, exactly. I've run into a few people in my time where I just get stuck on stupid. Like
Yeah,
I mean, you just run.
sure.
I couldn't even imagine running into John Cena and like
I,
I can't. I'm not holding. I'm not.
nah,
I'm not gonna hold a normal conversation with you. I'm not gonna know what to say to you
and being
because
a
you're
little
John
kid.
Cena, right? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and being a
exactly. As
little,
a kid,
like, again, I understand it. It rubbed me a little bit the wrong way, but then when he went back out at the end of the promo, and the kid was like more natural and more, I guess, relaxed.
yeah,
But the fact that he did reference and he did have the kid that was absolutely A plus plus. Loved it.
yeah. That was great. That was great. I just and the kid was wearing the same John Cena shirt, like the Brussels John Cena shirt. It was
Yep.
that was a cool touch from John Cena. But yeah, that promo was great. Like, I mean, that's how you sell a match. That's how you sell a fight.
Yep.
Like he sold it, and we'll talk about it later. They delivered, right? Spoiler alert: they delivered.
Yes, they
They
did.
over delivered what they had. What didn't deliver was
Oh,
what came next. So
man.
we were supposed to have a women's tag team title match. And as Charlotte and Alexa's coming out there, Chelsea and Alba Fire, and Piper Niven, who suspicious by absence, was injured, so she wasn't there. So Alba, Chelsea comes out there, they jump on Charlotte and apparently re-injure her knee. So now we're not having a tag team title match; we're having a singles match.
Flub.
Yes, I didn't think that didn't make any sense to me. like
No.
like that just made no sense. Just cancel the title match and say you're gonna have a singles match instead of running this angle where nothing gets accomplished. Road Dog, I hope you're watching. I know you're watching. Fix this because
You got to
like
do something.
this was this derailed a great. You had a great start. This derailed pretty much almost the rest of the show. Like the rest of the show kind of stumbled after this.
Yeah. I mean, it ended up being an okay match,
Yeah, of course.
right? I mean,
Chelsea, yeah.
Chelsea's great, Alexa's great, and it was a fun match, but I I don't know.
All right. Alexa wins with a roll up. She
There it is.
here we go. Here we go.
Eh, eh.
That person won with a roll up.
I guess
and
I changed mine. I don't have one in the basement, but I changed most of their names to computer.
I need to
It's not
do that.
it's not good when you're watching Star Trek. Let me just tell you that. Go ahead.
Right. But yeah, a Bliss won with a roll up. Then of course you get the post match beat down. Charlotte hobbles down to the ring, tries to fight back. She gets a just sloppy unprettier. Alba hit Alexa with the gory bomb, and now we're supposed to believe that Alba Fire and Chelsea Green are a formidable opponent for Alexa and Charlotte. I did it again. I did it again.
Which they
But
are not.
yeah, exactly. But
No.
they're not. They're not. I mean, Piper in
Yeah.
Chelsea, maybe. I don't think Alba's a good fit for this team. As far as like a tag team with her and Chelsea, those two to me don't work as well as Piper and Chelsea do. Because I mean, they're just a proven commodity. They've been tag team champions before. So I want to see Piper back. And no shade to Alba. I hate saying stuff like that because it makes me feel like I don't think Alba's a good wrestler. I just don't think she's a good fit for Chelsea's skill set in the ring. Like Piper helps that cowardly Chelsea thing where she has the big bad Piper that's just always going to have her back.
Right.
And Alba's not that person, right?
Right.
Alba Fire is not
Yeah.
as intimidating as Piper Niven. Then we get Alistair Black vignette where he's talking about violence, and then Damian Priest starts talking about violence. Just fight. like I don't want to hear y'all.
Normally I
don't wanna
like
hear y'all
these
talk.
vignettes. Normally I like these vignettes and the talking thing, but with these, And I like both these guys, but just fight.
Yeah, just fight. Like those two are gonna they're gonna always have good matches because they have good chemistry with each other. Just fight each other.
And you know
We
who
don't
didn't
need
really
him.
get to fight? I don't understand some of these booking. I don't understand some of these booking angles.
So next we get Michin and a returning Kiana James. This is Kiana James' first actual, I think, oh, this might be her second match on the main roster because I think she
Blink
had
and
a
you miss it.
match and then she got injured and that's why she was gone for over a year. But this is her first match on SmackDown. And she started the match by trying to hit her with that purse that she carries. Misses that, gets rolled up. 1, 2, 3. The match took all of 5 seconds. Then Julia, your United States champion, by the way, gets in the ring. She starts beating up on Michin. Now, one of my favorite jokes on SmackDown was B-Fab and Michin talking about they wanted to win the tag team titles. B-Fab said, "You know what? I want the Street Profits now. Go get
Right.
beat up and curb stomp, like because Julia curb stomped her onto the steel steps, like that. That was nasty. I mean, it didn't hit the way it was supposed to hit, but just the idea of you getting your face kicked into the steel steps should really do you in, but it didn't. This segment was terrible.
Yeah,
This
it
is
was.
not a way
No.
to get Julia over. This is not a way to get Kiana James over on the main roster. Like she looked great. Like Kiana James looked phenomenal. Like I'm talking about in shape. She
Mm-hmm.
had the look. She has that bad girl, like the kind of like I guess Miss Hancock look, where she just looks like she looks like your boss that you know what I'm talking. You know what
I
I'm
hear you.
saying.
I understand.
Well, got the glasses on. Like she has the look. She has the perfect wrestling look.
I just hate it. This back-to-back crap segments.
Yes.
Like you're force feeding, and because then you go to a great segment.
Drew comes out looking like $1,000,000.
Yep.
He says, Randy, come on out here, let them sing your song. And that will never get old to me.
No.
Hearing the crowd sing, I hear voices, always is going to pop me. Great. Like, I mean, in France, they just sounded great. Everybody was into it. Randy loves it. You could tell he's soaking it all in.
Yep.
He's kind of the wise man now. He's the old, he's the vet. He's the locker room leader. And he's just soaking in these moments because, in all honesty, he's a little bit older. You don't know when your last match is
Nope.
going to be. You don't know, when you're going to have your final run. Everybody's not going to get a send off like John Cena is. Randy definitely deserves it. If anybody else deserves one, it's Randy Orton.
100%.
But he comes out there. Him and Drew have some words. I didn't attack you for Cody. I attacked you because you're a prick. I was not a fan of that line. Like it was just like, okay, cool. I mean,
Like him trying to use Cody. I don't get. I mean, I get what he's trying to do.
yeah,
But basically, Cody has already come out and said, "Listen, I know all these rumors about me turning heel. I'm not turning heel, and I don't think he is. I think
no,
it was a great tease, and it was a great road to run down for all of us streamers and for us that do these shows and all the content creators out there for wrestling. It was great fodder. I don't want to see Randy turn, but I can know that's the only option between Cody and Randy is Randy turning if there is an option.
yes.
But everybody doesn't have to turn. I feel like we always default to that.
But I think if you want to have a generational feud, as they say, like if you want to have an iconic, like you can't,
No.
those two being faces, it just doesn't work. If everybody's playing nice, it's just not going to work.
Correct.
What made Kevin Owens and Cody work so well was because Kevin Owens became unhinged, right?
Right.
He went to a really different place and he was talking in his car, which I miss. I miss Kevin Owens cutting promos in his car, in his rental car. That was must see SmackDown TV right there.
And if anybody can go unhinged, Randy can go
It's Randy.
unhinged.
Exactly. Like he is a natural heel. Like
Which he showed at the end of that promo when all the security guards came down and everybody tried to separate them. And what does Randy do? Randy does what Randy does.
I mean, Hurricane Helms didn't deserve that, right? Let's justice for the Hurricane.
Dude, one more match, Hurricane. One more match.
Exactly. Oh man. What if next week we have a backstage segment with the Hurricane? That would be great. That would just be great. But yeah, he RKO'd everybody. Was about to punt Drew. Drew gets out of the ring. I mean, what are we doing? Are we gonna have Randy and Drew for Wrestlepalooza? Like, I mean, when's Cody coming back? Is Cody coming? I guess they'll have that match, and Cody will come in and cost Drew McIntyre the match, which will then lead us to Survivor Series, so we can get a Drew Cody for the world title match. I mean, that sounds.
That sounds good, but they're definitely going to go back to the the format, like the Survivor Series format. I would love to see them go back to the Raw versus SmackDown now at NXT. Maybe even throw a TNA team in there. Like that would be a great
Whoa.
Survivor Series, right? But that's a whole nother show.
Brian, Paul, I know you guys are watching. I know you guys are listening. That's a great idea. I would love that with NXT, TNA, all of these different, and not like everybody in one match. I think if you have like you sprinkle it out like 3 or 4 matches where you have just Survivor Series, like traditional 5-man Survivor Series teams.
Yes.
War Games is cool. I mean,
I
don't think we have
back in the day, but it's not the same.
I don't think we have teams that merit a War Games this year. Like we had the Bloodline, right? The old Bloodline, new Bloodline. Like that made sense.
That worked. Right now, we don't really have that unless, I mean, the only thing I can think of is building the vision up, but you're still talking, but we'll get to that because there's a lot of good stuff down the road. The next match, again, sometimes I wonder why the hell I watch SmackDown.
So I didn't watch SmackDown until today. Like I watched SmackDown earlier today because I wanted to catch up. I wanted to be prepared for the show this time because I didn't truly watch SmackDown for the last 2 weeks. I got caught segments, but I didn't watch it on Friday nights because I've been really busy on Friday nights. So I sat down and I watched everything to include commercial breaks because USA, when you watch it afterwards, they don't fast forward through commercials. They make you sit through ads, which shows dedication because I hate commercials and I hate ads with a passion. So I couldn't fast forward through it. And I sat through this entire show and we get to this. And before we get to the match, Bo Dallas, Bo Wyatt, Bo Rotunda, whoever you're calling yourself today, he's walking around. He interrupted the Street Profits early in the night. And then as Mello and Miz is getting ready for their match, he comes back there and he's talking to him. And, not as Uncle Howdy, he's just Bo Dallas. And he's doing this Bray Wyatt thing. Like what he's doing like he's trying to sound like Bray Wyatt. Like I don't know if you caught that. Like that's what I thought.
I did.
And I didn't like it. Like I don't like it. Like I know that's
I didn't hate that. I like them having him out of the outfit.
I get that, but talk like yourself.
Talk like yourself, yes.
Like I don't need don't try to be Bray Wyatt. That's gonna ruin you.
Yep. Like it's gonna come off really bad.
And I think it did. To me, it did. Like he came out and I get it. Talking in riddles, that's fine. But I know that's not how you talk. Like, and I know he's being coached to do that because everybody thinks that. I mean, we do need Bray. We do miss Bray.
Of course,
but nobody else is gonna be Bray. Like that. Like he can't. When Eddie passed, Rey Mysterio didn't try to become Eddie Guerrero. Rey Mysterio just was Rey Mysterio.
Right.
And he just became great.
Right.
So
Even
Oh,
even the greatest intercontinental champion in the world isn't trying to be Eddie Guerrero, but he's taking on some of Eddie's characteristics, which is a complete different thing. And that's what Bo
yes,
should do. Bo should take on some of Bray's characteristics, but don't talk like him. Dom doesn't come out there and talk like Eddie, you know?
correct,
And
correct.
once in a while, if you want to drop a phrase like him, okay. But I get what you're saying is your whole speech pattern, you have to be yourself.
It came off really bad to me, and it wasn't so bad when he came out and talked to Miz and Mello, but when
Right.
he came to talk to the Street Profits, it was just like I saw like a here. I
Yep.
was just like, man, what? Like, please don't do that. Like, I think that's a slippery slope, and
I
that's a
agree.
quick way to get people to turn on you. Like, and we'll talk about turning a little bit later with the Wyatt Six, but yeah, I just didn't enjoy that. And I like Bo Dallas. I think
Same.
he's a like I always thought he got the raw end of a stick because people just didn't get his character. But I love the Bo Leave thing. I thought that was I enjoyed the hell out of that. But I'm also a person who likes comedy wrestling. I know
I
we got
enjoy comment.
serious
Yeah.
guys
No, I
and we
enjoy it.
got we got the comedy guys.
Yep.
But yeah, we get this match, and this match just happened. Like there was nothing special about this match other than Carmelo Hayes is great. Like he's everybody in the match is a great wrestler. So it just wasn't anything different that we
Right.
haven't seen. But Carmelo needs to be a singles guy, man. Like he's being wasted
He
with
absolutely
with
is.
Miz. And yeah. And I don't want to see him feud with the Miz because I don't. Once again, we
No,
spoke about this last week. I don't think that does anything for
it,
him.
it doesn't.
Is feuding
It
with the
it
Miz.
doesn't. It
You
it
know,
it it actually, I think it actually hurts him a little bit. It's a step backwards. Like, I granted, the Miz is a absolute, without a
Hall of
doubt,
Famer.
Hall of Famer, has had an amazing career, came from where tough enough, like
Yep,
just the wise cracking, no, this guy isn't going to make it, to he's won everything, he's done everything. I
correct.
get it, but no,
This ain't it.
no, nope,
This isn't it. This is
nope.
it's just the wrong time, wrong script. Like they just haven't built the wrong bill. Like they haven't built them
Yep.
to have a blow off to where we actually care. Now if A Town Down Under had a blow up, like because it built over time,
It would have been
I,
fine.
that would have been solid. I don't think it wouldn't have been generational, but
No.
it would have been really solid, right? They would
Yeah.
have had a really solid like where some people would actually be invested in this. I don't think anybody's invested in Melo Domiz other than The Miz or Carmelo Hayes because they're involved in it.
Apparently, Brian James.
Yeah, yeah. Because we went away from it, and I was like, "Oh, thank goodness they're getting him away from the Miz." But then
Nope.
he wasn't on TV. Then he
Yep.
comes back on TV, and he's back with the Miz. So this is not good. But what was good was we got to the main event, and in the main event, we got Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa for the United States Championship. And I'm just gonna say this before we start the match: if you can't have a good match with Sami Zayn, then wrestling is not for you. I truly believe that. If you can't pull out a good match if Sami Zayn can't pull out the best out of you to have a great match on a big stage, right?
Hmm.
It don't matter. It don't matter if it's a build up or no build up. If you can't have a good match with him, wrestling's not for you.
No, no, not at all.
Wrestling is definitely for Solo Sikoa because this was a fun match. This wasn't a long match. This wasn't a 5-star classic. But we got what we wanted. Everybody got what they wanted, other than maybe Jacob for two. Like
I,
because
I, I don't hate it, but I don't understand it until I read something.
what did you read?
So, Sammy wins the U.S. belt, which was a complete out of the left field shock. I really didn't expect them to put the belt on.
Correct.
And as I watched it, while I was happy for Sammy, and it felt like a different, like it felt like almost a sidestep or a step back from running after the world championship belt. I read something that maybe makes sense. Now I know there's a lot of dirt sheets out there, and half the stuff that you read isn't real. But one of the writers, and I don't remember who it was to give credit, but said that this is basically, he's not going to have a long title reign. It's going to be a short reign, but this is them just kind of gauging the crowd and how he handles it. Yes and no. Like, the crowd's going to be hot for him regardless.
Yeah.
So that push that aside. How he's going to handle it, he's been the Intercontinental champ, right?
Longest reigning Intercontinental champ. Like,
well, no, Gunther is now.
The Intercontinental champ?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Well, maybe on SmackDown. He said something about that on Friday.
Gunther, because Honky Tonk Man was the longest.
Touche.
But anyway, he won so he's had a higher, I guess, tiered belt, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what they're going to accomplish taking the belt off of Solo. Because you just basically shot Solo and Jacob in the foot and ended that. Done.
So I have a theory.
Okay.
And my theory kind of in line, because I thought about this before, when I actually thought about this when I saw the spoiler on Twitter Friday afternoon before I actually got to see it.
That was the only spoiler I saw.
Yes. So I saw the spoiler Friday afternoon because, of course, this is taped in Lyon, France. And I was like, man, that doesn't make any sense. And then in my mind, I was like, wait, that makes perfect sense. Why? Because now he has everything else, right? You've done everything. I've done everything else on a small scale, but I've never won the big one. I've won everything else in the WWE. He's won every other title in the WWE and NXT. Like, he's won it all.
Yep.
He's never won the big one, right? So that going into Royal Rumble next year, I think that's the story that's going to get told. He's got, like you say, he's going to have a short title reign. Like, he's probably going to lose it again to Solo by Survivor Series. And then we're going to get, I think we're going to get Sami Zayn. I don't think he'd be the main event of night 2, but I think we're going to get Sami Zayn winning a big one of those 2 titles.
Okay.
At WrestleMania next year, because he's done everything else in the WWE.
I don't hate that at all. I don't hate it. And I'm okay. I want to see Sami win one.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. He definitely deserves it.
Overall, the SmackDown before the Clash was okay.
Yeah. It had some high spots. A lot of low spots.
Yeah. But Clash?
You know, WWE, when they have these weak bills for these pay-per-views or PLEs, they always, like, I can't really remember a bad PLE. Like, there's some, the internet disagrees because everything I saw, people were just super negative. I'm like, how could you be negative on this? This was great. Like, this was amazing from start to finish.
I had one problem with one match, but we'll get there. I had to rewatch it because I missed something that I thought I saw. I didn't expect Roman to kick off the match.
I didn't either. I thought it would actually be Cena and Paul. I thought it would be Cena. I'm glad they didn't. But
Same. After 25 minutes of Roman entrance.
Yes. And chanting.
I ain't mad at it.
They chanted for a good 10 minutes, like where they just soaked it in, right? And I'm glad that Bronson didn't just immediately attack him to get some heat.
Yep.
Like they enjoy, because that crowd was incredible. It
legitimately, I think it took them a good 5 minutes to get to the ring, and that's fine.
Yeah.
And then in the ring, they didn't start. I mean, it was almost 20 minutes before they actually touched each other. And letting the crowd sing, letting the crowd chant, and Bronson taunting them a little bit. and throwing up the one, and like all of that was theater. And that's why I love wrestling. That's one of the reasons why I love wrestling. And this crowd was, for 3 shows, this crowd was as hot as you can get a crowd.
Yeah.
And the match, whoo!
Bronson Reed's my guy. I've always said nothing but praises about Bronson Reed. He needs to win one of these big matches that he's in.
He does.
But at the same time, he always comes out like he never comes out looking like he lost, right?
Roman let him look great. I mean, there was one part where Roman came off and tried to spear him, and he caught him in a sit-down powerbomb. Oh, what a great move.
Yes. It was like he bounced off of him. He like tried to spear him and he just bounced off him and he just caught him with that. And man, that was a nasty powerbomb too. And the cannonball, like the dive to the outside, which, bro, I'm not catching you. Like,
nope.
You're a big ass too.
You're bouncing.
I'm getting away.
You're bouncing. But the fact that as big and as powerful as Roman is, they let Bronson take so much punishment before finally getting knocked down.
Mm-hmm.
Like they let him be a big man. It was great. And yeah, Roman pulled out a last gasp win. Again, not mad at the finish.
I'm not mad at Roman winning.
I was curious how they were going to go because Roman could have taken a pin and it wouldn't have hurt Roman at all.
Correct.
But after the win, Paul's in the ring checking on his boy. Roman comes over, and there's Paul, just being Paul. I love you, my tribal chief.
He's the great. Paul Heyman is the great. He is the greatest. I always had Bobby Heenan is the greatest manager of all times. It's Paul Heyman.
Paul is they're 1A, 1B to me.
Yeah, like they're Paul Heyman is great. The Roman chokes him out. I was scared for Paul for a second. He's like holding him up, and I was like, "Please don't pass out for real." Like he might really pass out. Who knows? But so the aftermath, of course, Roman gets his shoes. He signs the shoes, which I thought was a perfect touch.
I loved him getting the shoe. I was yelling in the chat, "Go get your shoes! Get your damn shoes!" And he did. He got his shoes.
He signed them. He threw them out to the crowd, and he did 2. He got 2 out of 4.
He did. He was up on the announce table.
He's about to get that 3rd one, and out of nowhere, the genetic freak, the genetic jackhammer's nephew,
yep,
Braun Breaker comes out of nowhere and spears him through the table. Great spot. Braun looked like he might have broke his own neck in that spot. But luckily he didn't. He came. Nope. He was unscathed, and then they just proceeded to beat Roman Reigns up a lot.
They beat Roman Reigns up so bad. They beat him up on the ramp. They beat him up on a stretcher. They put him on a stretcher. They beat him up on a stretcher. And then Jay comes out. Jay, who has a match later on. Jay comes out to help his cousin.
I thought that was good booking. I thought it made sense. Jimmy not coming out didn't make sense, but Jay coming out made total sense.
But it made sense Monday night.
Kinda. It made less sense Monday night.
Well, we'll get to Monday night. Yeah. I thought the ending was great. Roman's got to go film Street Fighter, so he's gone probably until Survivor Series. He's at least gone this whole month.
Yeah, for sure.
Probably September, October, and then he'll make the return. Now, what I want in that is I want him to come back a little bit more on a fuller time basis. Maybe not like every single week, but be a presence on TV. Be a presence like you were with all the backstage stuff and in the segments and you know, like Raw is Asuka, but SmackDown should be Roman.
Well, I don't
Raw
think
should be Roman. Whatever.
obviously I know he'll be on Raw because
that's right. Netflix.
I think that too. But I do think we're getting Roman versus Braun more sooner than later.
I don't want him to burn that.
Match. I think that's going to be a Royal Rumble match. I don't think it'll be a Survivor Series match, but I think it'll be a Royal Rumble match.
Unless they hold off still and they put them both in the Rumble.
In the Rumble, that makes sense. That makes sense too.
And they have a little bit of a tease in the Rumble, and then you just take them to WrestleMania. Like, let that be Roman's WrestleMania match.
I'm so okay with that.
Yeah.
He has to lose though. Like you gotta put the
Roman has to lose, and Braun has to turn on Seth sometime in the middle of next year, or at least start to turn on Seth.
Money in the Bank. He sounds
win the Money in the Bank. Braun wins Money in the Bank, and then we get the Batista storyline all over again, which is fine. Recycle that shit.
Exactly.
This was an incredibly great way to start off Clash in Paris.
I thought the ending was a little too long, but at the same time, I wasn't mad at it. We got to see more tsunamis. I wanted Roman to take like 7 tsunamis like Seth did. Like I wanted Bronson to just. I wanted like the whole security to come and just like cover Roman, and then Bronson like just jump on them all. Yes,
and make sure Hurricane's on top.
Exactly. Stand back. But what is the next match?
The next match we follow up with Borderlands 4 versus the Wyatt Six.
You're right. Okay, that was the reason I went back and watched SmackDown. Because this match started out a little auspicious because the Street Profits came out dressed as Borderlands. I've never played the game, but they came out looking silly.
Let me tell you, they looked great. Product placement be damned. They were spot on. They looked great. I love the costumes.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you did. Because
I'm a huge fan of Borderlands.
Oh, man.
I'm a huge fan of you being on camera, too.
What? My camera? He doesn't like me.
You're just a screen now.
I am.
Borderlands comes out. Borderlands 4 comes out in 9 days.
Okay.
Which I'm super excited about. Now you're back. Go ahead. Okay. As you were saying, you rewatched the match.
So I went back, I rewatched the match, and hold on, let me just clear that. Let's just get my poll out of the way. But so I rewatched SmackDown because I wanted to see why the Street Profits were acting so weird to start this match off, right? They're doing this thing where they come down and they're just like randomly angry at each other. Like that's not how we build to the breakup that we all know is going to happen now. Because nothing happened on Thursday. Like nothing happened on Friday. I mean, like there was there was nothing. They won the match, and it was because of shenanigans from the Wyatt Six. It wasn't any miscommunications or what. Like there was no friction scene. I didn't see a backstage segment where there was friction.
Nope.
Like I could see on Friday after they lost this match, they were like, "Oh, now I'm upset because you got pinned, Dawkins. You got pinned, Tez, like whatever." But like there was just this random weird friction to start the match. And of course, Michael Cole was playing it up, and I'm like, "Where did this come from?" Maybe I missed it on SmackDown, but I didn't.
Nope.
So that to me was a misstep. Match was fine. The match, once again, is nothing to write home about. Bo comes in and costs them the match. And I mean, the Wyatts, of course, it was going to be shenanigans.
Of
They're
course.
playing this tweener group where I don't feel like they're heels, but at the same
No.
time, they're not really baby faces, right?
Nope.
They're just entities, right?
They're just there.
They're just spooky people. And yeah, this didn't Montez Ford jumping over that turnbuckle spot will never not
No.
impress me because
Nope. That's crazy.
That's insane. He jumps over the entire turnbuckle, flips,
Yeah.
and it hits the spot every single time.
And it's not like the old school turnbuckles where it was this little post. It's a big
No,
LED joint
it's
now.
far back.
Yeah.
It's there's a lot of spacing. It's impressive.
Did
It will
you
never not impress me.
did you ever watch Scrubs?
No.
Okay, then my joke will fall on deaf ears. So carry on. No, it
But
won't.
yeah.
It absolutely is one of the best spots that they do in wrestling as a whole.
Correct.
But they lost again.
They lost.
And there's tension.
And there's tension. And now we're definitely going to get the breakup.
At some point.
But I'm not mad.
I don't need them to fight each other right away.
No.
Because they're both Dawkins is incredibly underrated. Montez is going to be a star, but Dawkins isn't that far behind him. Dawkins got himself into damn good shape from where he was 2 years ago.
Dawkins, he just has to, like, it's all going to depend on his promos, right? If he can come out there and if he can captivate the crowd, because I feel like Tez is going to be the heel, he's going to be the face. If he can come out there and still give great promos, I think he has a chance. But if he gives some stale, because Montez Ford is a superstar he's there. And I will never say that. I'll never say that Andrew Dawkins is holding him back, but WWE is holding him back. Like if they wanted to, just take the handcuffs off, and I feel like he can go main event right now. The crowd will be behind him.
100%.
He needs new music. But he is a superstar. He has the charisma. He has everything. But this match was not everything. This match was a match that could have happened on SmackDown. And it was solid. It wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad match. It just wasn't up to par with what Roman and Bronson did, or what the people who are, I won't say who coming up next did, because I wasn't the biggest fan of the next match.
I wasn't either. So next we get Becky and Nikki Bella for the women's Intercontinental belt. And Nikki wasn't ready. Nikki had a little bit too much ring rust.
Go ahead.
The move that she missed was about as bad as you can miss a move.
You took the drop kick off the top rope.
Springboard drop kick off the top rope. She missed Becky by at least 10 feet, if not more.
Becky tried to walk back into it too. Like she caught us. She tried to walk back into it, but by that time she was already on the ground. It was hilarious.
It was just nothing. Becky kind of tried to go backwards, and there was just. Nikki as a personality is great, but Nikki as a wrestler at 41 right now, I'm sure she's athletic, and maybe she just needs some matches to kind of get that ring timing down. But this was not a good match.
So what I will say is, and this is going to sound completely sexist, but the Bella twins came in at the perfect time where they were just the hot girls.
Right.
They came in after Maurice retired, the Lake Cools, all of those divas were on their way out, and then the Bellas just came in and took that spot. Then they learned how to wrestle. That I'll give them credit for, because they became Brie is a better wrestler than Nikki. Nikki was always the weaker wrestler out of the two. I, you're older now. You're not going to be able to, like, Becky is a world class athlete. She's the man for a reason. Like,
Yep.
I still think she's the weakest wrestler out of the four horsewomen, but that's like saying you're the number
Right.
four basketball player of all time. Like
Right.
that's not a slight on you. It's just so happened your group is full of the most elite wrestlers on the planet. Like the four horsewomen to me, I won't say they're the best wrestlers because there is a mask or there's a painted face woman who's going crazy on Monday Night Raw who
Oof.
might truly be the best wrestler of all time. But like Nikki, you can't get by on your looks anymore. Not saying she does, or not saying she's expecting to, because I know she put in work to get ready for this match.
Oh, sure. Just not
But
enough.
she wasn't ready for this
No,
match. Like
she
this,
really wasn't. And it's
this,
a shame,
yeah,
but in the end, Becky wins,
yes,
as she
of
should have.
course.
There was any other outcome to that match is just like, oh my God.
Yeah, like, yeah, Becky would have lost that. I mean, Nikki would have probably lost it on Monday night. Like it would have been like to the debuting Jordan Grace or something. That could be the only way I see her winning
Yeah.
was if somebody was gonna come and just take it from her
And I'm glad
immediately to get somebody new over.
I'm glad nobody did, and I'm glad Becky won because the match that came next was, oh, God. Big E was loving life.
Man. So I had
Now,
such
read that?
low expectation. I did.
Did you ignore that?
No, I just saw it.
I'm mad.
But I will ignore. What's going on, Matt? I know. Love the song. Not a big fan. We'll talk about that jabroni a little bit later on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I had such low expectations for the good old fashioned Donnybrook.
So did I.
Holy shit!
Was I
These
wrong?
man, Sheamus and Rusev beat the ever loving hell out of each other. Great match. Like you said, Big E had like he said he was gonna wear a bib and just drool all over like because you just got two dudes.
This
Um
I was completely blown away. They have great chemistry, but man, the match just ran a 5K in 26 minutes and 38 seconds. Good
that's
for
what
you,
I'm
Matt.
talking
I'm
about.
tired now.
I could run 1 mile and I could run 1K in 26 minutes.
I'm tired just reading that.
Exactly.
I had 2 double cheeseburgers from Burger King while you were running.
Hey, touche. Hey, not all heroes wear capes.
But this was contender for match of the night. Roman and Bronson put on at the time what was the match of the night. This came in as a close second right now, right?
Yeah. At that time, yes.
That time, yeah.
At that for sure.
Well, it's better than the tag team match. It's
For
better
sure.
better than the Becky match.
For sure. I
I think
honestly
I think me and Matt playing grab hands in the pool would be better than the Becky match. What's up, Matt? How you doing?
not many things would be worse than the Becky match. But I thought this was a tad bit on the wrestling side better than Roman
Yeah.
Reigns and Bronson Reed, only because
yeah.
of the sheer carnage.
Yep.
Like these guys did the white noise through the tables, great spot. At the end, Rusev tapping Sheamus out. Cole tried to play it up, but I don't think people like that's to me that's a big deal. That's a big rub for Rusev to tap out Sheamus.
He's in my comment.
I know. But
I didn't expect that. The tap out. The tap out on the kegs. Like crazy. Crazy.
He had the shillelagh in his mouth, kind of reminiscent of Edge did that thing where he's putting like the chair in.
Yep.
Man,
Yep.
just great spot, great match, hard hitting match. He put Sheamus through the table like what is it, Sambo suplex, whatever they call it. It's not a
Yeah,
rock
yeah, yeah.
bottom, but he put
Right.
him through the table. I'm so glad Sheamus didn't like get a concussion because the way his head, the way that table was, I thought he could have possibly hit his head on like the edge of the table. Um, no, that would have made that match a 5-star match. Dave Meltzer and myself would have loved Nia Jax, a little more Nia Jax in that Becky and Nikki Bella match. But
I
yeah,
ain't saying a word.
Rusev, great match. The question I had, and I wanted to put this in the video description, is like, where does Rusev go from there? We'll talk
That I
about
don't
the
know.
promo on Monday, but I don't know.
I don't. You're building him up to be a monster too. Who do you have? You put him
Who
in
do
a
you
thing
have
with
now?
Bronson, or is that just too far off the radar?
With Bronson? Nah, because like Bronson's a bad guy. Rusev's a bad guy. We don't want, like, nobody would care about that,
That's true.
unfortunately, because people would just boo both of them out of the building and we would get nowhere.
That's true.
Um, you know, random thought. I'll talk about that when we get to Raw.
Okay.
Random thought of who we could go after next, and
Okay.
this is random. This is completely random. Um, I would for sure after that match go straight home, and I would just never come out of the home. If I had Lana to go home to, I would probably never leave. I would wrestle for what? Like we're good. We've made enough money.
Yeah.
You know, go make love to my hot wife, as he said in AEW every single week. Um, yeah, great match. But there was something better on the horizon.
Man,
It was something
first of all, the entrance was great.
phenomenal.
Anytime John Cena comes down to the ring now is great.
There's something I'll be told, like, I'm almost tearing up every time he comes out there now because he does that thing. It's time to go to work, and every single time it gets me. It's like, man, this might be
Yep.
the last time he gets to go to work. This is it. This is the
And
last time, man.
you tell me they couldn't pay for Stu to go over there because it doesn't seem like that's Stu, the cameraman, because he said something. He said something Saturday or at SmackDown. He's like, "You look different, Stu." So I'm guessing that wasn't Stu.
Maybe I don't know who Stu is. Whoever Stu is, he's the luckiest
Stu's the
camera guy in the
guy.
world. Yeah, he's the luckiest camera guy in the world. He gets to be with those guys and be one of the boys and just hang out with them.
I mean,
And
this match started off with Logan Paul dominating. And again, I assumed that John was going to put Logan over and it was just going to be John doing business for wrestling, right? Couldn't have been further from the truth. John did business for wrestling a different way.
for sure, once
I
again,
am amazed at how good John Cena is wrestling at 49, 50 years old right now. Amazed.
it's like he saved it all up. He's like, you know what, man, I still can do this.
He
My man pulled out a Styles clash in this match. Like, it was like, what are we doing?
So let's see. He did the zigzag.
He did.
He did Dolph Ziggler's move.
Yep, and Cole dropped his name. Yeah,
Cole dropped his name. Then Logan tried a buckshot lariat.
he does that every now and then. He pulls the buckshot
Which is
out.
fine.
It looks terrible when he does it, but okay.
Which is fine. And then Cena catches him and does a flatliner. Again, name drop, Chris Kanyon.
Who better?
Then he pulls out an angel's wings from Christopher
Oh,
Daniels.
Christopher Daniels. Yeah, yep.
and busted Logan Paul's nose. Maybe practice that a little bit.
Maybe he did.
Maybe practice that one a little bit. Then Logan comes back and runs through the 5 moves of doom.
Because why would you not?
Which was
Paul,
great.
which ultimately led to his demise, as it always does.
Cena caught him for 2 with an attitude adjustment. Paul hit him with 2 frog splashes. Cena broke out the Styles Clash. Cena rolled through a crossbody block, picked him up for an attitude adjustment, took a right hand from Logan Paul, bounced off the ropes, another attitude adjustment, and won the match. In what was one of his... Look, his last match was a really good match. This was better. Now, after the match, after all the hoopla, and you do all the reading online and everything, he broke out all those moves as a kind of tribute to each of those wrestlers, and the Styles Clash especially, because as much as he wanted to wrestle AJ in his last run, there's just no room for it, and he's not going to be able to wrestle, unfortunately.
That is unfortunate, because I honestly think John Cena versus AJ Styles is John Cena's best match ever. Like, you pick one, and I think, to me, I think those are his best match. That's one of his best feuds. It's not his greatest feud, because, of course, Randy, you got Edge.
Yep.
But AJ Styles pulled out the best in John Cena.
Yes, he did.
He made John Cena wrestle better because you're in the ring with AJ Styles.
And you know what the best part about this match was? Logan didn't cheat. They didn't do any weird, funky gimmicks. Both men wrestled, and Logan Paul really showed up.
He's a future world champion. Like, people hate him. People hate him for whatever reason. Say what?
You're supposed to hate him.
Oh yeah, of course. But man, he's so good. He was so good in this match. John was so good in this match. He put out a really good tweet on the match and just bigging up John Cena, like saying how he really, like, he doesn't understand, like, people don't understand how great John Cena is, and you probably couldn't understand it till you get in the ring with him, right? And then you try to get on the mic with him. People would talk trash, people have talked trash about Cena for years. Oh, he can't cut a promo, which is crazy. That's insane for somebody to say.
It is insane.
He can't wrestle. Like, those, I mean, say what you want. Like, people wrestle a WWE style. That's like people saying Seth Rollins is not a great wrestler. It's because you wrestle a certain style. You wrestle the same matches, 500 days out of a year. And you always play the hits, right? As they say, play the hits.
Yep.
Let's go out there. We're going to play the hits.
Yep.
John Cena said, nah, I'm going to pull out some B cuts tonight, and I'm going to show you guys.
Boy, did he.
Yes.
Boy, did he.
I love that match. That was a great match. And
it was a great lead-in to the World Heavyweight Champion, the greatest wrestler in the world right now. It doesn't have initials in his name.
There's a guy. There's a guy who the world says he dressed goofy. It says he has a crazy voice and he's not the greatest promo. He's not. This guy is your world heavyweight champion. He has an annoying laugh. He dresses very flamboyantly and he wears bright colors. And it's to mask the fact that he is the greatest wrestler on this planet. There's a guy everybody likes. He has tattoos. He's straight edge. Like, he doesn't, like, we've seen him before. Yeah, exactly. He's a straight edge superstar. And then we got the gimmick guy, right? There's a guy everybody says it's just a gimmick. He's a fad. Everybody just does the yeet thing. And then you got the Rock / Austin clone in LA Knight, right? You have 4 guys who all really are deserving to be in World Heavyweight Champion, to me. Like, any one of these guys could have Any one of these guys could have won this match, but of course only one did. There could only be one. I mean, he didn't need any help, right? It was a clean match all the way through. There was no
Clean.
shenanigans,
No
no
shenanigans.
nothing. Like CM Punk had him on his shoulders for his second go to sleep. Like pin
That
him
was a
after the
great
first
spot.
one. Stop. That
That was
was
a
great.
great
I love the
spot.
leaning. I love the leaning draping thing where he just kind of laughs when he catches him off the ropes. Um, whoa, Matt. You know what?
I can't deny that.
5 years ago, I would have said Kenny Omega's too, and Will Ospreay. Okay, Will Ospreay is the greatest wrestler on the planet. Like Kenny Omega 5 years ago. Today, okay, I'll give you Will Ospreay because Will Ospreay is amazing. Like Will Ospreay could literally do everything in the ring. But he just can't dress like Seth Rollins does. Give Seth Rollins that. But we had the Fatal 4-Way for the World Heavyweight Championship, and this is a fun match.
It
This
really
wasn't
was.
the best match
Nope.
that we could have seen, but it was a very fun match. Everybody got their stuffing, as they say. Everyone got their spots off, and for a second, I thought LA Knight was going to win. For 1 second.
I didn't. I honestly didn't. I mean, they teamed up on Seth.
Yes, as they should.
They did to get the tables, which was great.
I don't like that. I don't like
I
when
loved it.
anybody else other than Bubba says it. Like,
I like it if it's done as sparingly as it's done.
yeah.
If it's something that you see all the time, then it gets watered down and it's like, whatever.
Yeah.
But this was fun. And Jay was on the same page with everyone, and he set the table up outside. We were getting ready to put Seth through the table. Nope. CM Punk ate a foot. LA Knight's like, what? LA Knight ate a foot. Because Jay listened to his cousin for a moment.
It's your
A
time.
moment. It's your time. You go get your belt. For a moment, he listened. But
You know what? There's a guy who said that he always has a plan B, and he did. Bronson and Braun were banned from the ringside. The match went a
we
little bit
forgot to
shorter.
mention that at the beginning. Paul Heyman's at the hospital,
Yes,
choked
Roman
out
put
by
Paul in.
the tribal chief, who came to
Correct.
the ring. We forgot to mention wearing 2 Ulafalas for Alpha and Sika.
Great touch. Thank you, Michael Cole, for letting us know because the
I
internet
had
was
no
saying
idea.
stupid things.
Yep.
Um,
And Adam Pearce banned Bronson and Braun from ringside, which left Seth all by himself.
so, did you think we're gonna get a fourth member?
Yes. Yes.
Did you guess who we
No,
got?
absolutely
No,
not.
I don't think anybody did.
Absolutely. That was what was rumored in the beginning,
Yeah.
and it didn't seem like they were going to pull the trigger on it. But he's a visionary. And
He's
he
revolutionary.
is playing chess while the rest of the WWE, including CM Punk, is playing checkers right now. And just when you think you got him backed into a corner and you're about to call checkmate and you're on your knees with Seth draped across your shoulders with the big ass goofy smile on your face,
Yeah.
and you stand up and decide to pose instead of just giving him to go to sleep,
Yeah.
the ninja came.
Yeah.
There's
Yes.
ninjas in that crowd.
Yes. Man, so when you see the hand go up there, and every time somebody nut checks somebody in WWE now, all I'm gonna ever think about is Paul Heyman like rubbing it in.
Yeah, oh yeah. The arm got to get it all in there and feel it up.
Gotta
Yeah.
get it all in there.
You know that Vince would be in the back going, get in there. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Every time somebody does it now, all I can think about is Paul Heyman. But we get the ninja coming in, goes in low, right? And when they stand up, I was like, that's a smaller person, but I still didn't.
I put together it was a woman from the frame, but
Yeah, from the frame.
it didn't click in my head.
I'm be completely an idiot right now. I thought it was AJ. I'm not gonna lie. For like 2 seconds, I
Okay.
was like, "That's playing chess when everybody else is playing checkers." Is pulling his wife into turn on him in the ring. I'll be totally honest.
That'd have been great,
That
right?
would have been that would actually turn the internet upside down. That
But,
would have actually we would have went to the upside down place, aka Strange Things.
but because it's a four-way match, anything goes.
Anything goes. Because Becky took off the mask. She just stood there while, Seth came and gave CM Punk the stomp and 1, 2, 3, and still your world heavyweight champion, Seth freaking Rollins.
I, I
Becky Lynch standing there.
it was great.
I loved it.
I loved the finish.
I did.
There were two matches that were like we said. But
3 out of 5 ain't bad.
the finish leads in the Monday Night Raw, still from France.
So that stage was immaculate.
They need to bring this back and do the special stages for the PLEs. Now, maybe with that ESPN money, they will again. They're climbing out of debt little by little. TKO's climbing out of debt little by little.
TKO, as
Hopefully,
much as them tickets cost, boy.
I hope TKO's debt is shrinking like The Rock shrunk.
Yeah.
Talk about The Rock in
Man.
a couple minutes.
Yes.
Briefly.
Well, Rock's cousin, Jey Uso, comes out to start Monday Night Raw. And I would tell you,
Kenny.
I think this was the greatest Jey Uso entrance that I've ever seen. The crowd was so many people in that crowd. Everybody had their lights on.
Yep.
Everybody was yeeting. Everybody sounded like they were having the time of their life.
Yep.
To Jey Uso's entrance. The lights were down, so when Jey was kind of doing that creep walk through the crowd, it just looked amazing. It kind of reminded me of like Hulk Hogan coming out of MSG. Like that one shot of Hulk Hogan like walking to MSG, and you got the security walking next to him, and he's kind of doing the finger thing. It reminded me of that, and that's an iconic shot of Hogan, main event, and I think WrestleMania 1, I think it was.
He's coming out with the bandana in his mouth.
Yes, just great shot. But this had me think of that, the way Jay's coming through the crowd. Everybody, when I say this crowd was super hot to start off the show, it was super hot. Jay comes up. Jay's too upset to run it back, right? The crowd is doing the run it back. Jay's like, no.
When Jay comes to the ring without exhausting himself.
Yes.
And when Jay has cardio enough to talk, Jay's good. Like when he's not, and he's like trying to catch his breath because he yeeted all the way all the way out of the ring.
Yes.
But it felt better. The promo felt better. And the crowd, like you said, and like Kenny's saying, the crowd was like the hottest crowd I think I've ever seen.
I completely agree with this, Kenny.
I agree with that as well.
I don't want to say it's embarrassing because like they only get a handful of shows in different countries throughout the year. So I get it, right? Like the old Eddie Murphy joke is when you get that one crack after you've been starving for however many days, that's the best cracker you're ever going to taste, right? So they're getting this, but at the same time, like they don't go to Iowa every week. So when you go to Iowa, you need to, I mean, you're not going to have the same chants. Like, 'cause those are cultural chants a lot of the
Right,
times.
right.
Very,
But you
very
know what else?
cultured.
Know what else I noticed about the U.S. crowds? And I'm not trying to be a downer on the U.S., but
Mhm.
the people where he's coming down want to be on camera too much.
Yeah.
You get you got too many people aren't like I don't know how to word it without sounding like an asshole. Too many drunk dudes just want to be on camera instead of just living in that moment. Like these people were living in that moment because, well, you're not getting another PLE or you're not getting another show over there for a year, maybe, right? Like you said, Iowa's going to get one every 6 months, maybe. Yeah, you might get more than one show there in a year. It just feels like they're more into the show than being on camera. Everybody wants to be on camera, but the crowd over there, they were enjoying the fact that Jay was there and they didn't care that the camera was on them. It's just that this man was there, that they loved this man, and they were just in their chants and their cheers. And yeah, that's European stuff, and that's awesome. And they've been doing that for hundreds of years with soccer and with all their sporting events over there. And I've always loved hearing that. Unless it's a USA team playing over there, and then I'm, But
I think I also think it's like a pride thing, right? We want to be the loudest crowd, right? We want them to remember us. Like, I'll never forget this, and I feel like every PLE I watch the Bad Bunny entrance when he came out in Backlash in Puerto Rico.
I remember that.
I want that feeling. Like I want, like, that was one of the greatest feelings that I've had as a wrestling fan, was a human being from Puerto Rico coming out in Puerto Rico to his song and the whole crowd knew his song. And like, that's almost how Jay's, like, I'll be told, like, that's almost how Jay's entrance felt on Monday. Not on Sunday. On Sunday it was good, but it wasn't. Like Monday, it was to open the show too. So you had a fresh crowd. Like,
you had a fresh crowd, and Monday or Sunday, he was also coming with Roman. It's like Roman was. No, wait, I'm sorry. I'm confusing the tag match from before. I apologize. Go on.
But I mean, you're coming in between LA Knight, you're coming in between CM Punk, you got Seth Rollins, like, you have 4 overstars. This is Jay opening up the show.
Yep.
Nobody knows what, like, I didn't know what was gonna happen next, right? I didn't know who was gonna come out because LA Knight came out.
So he called out the Vision.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Jay did his thing, and he called out the Bronze.
Yep. Yeah. But LA Knight came out. And I like this. Like, I want to see LA Knight versus Jey Uso. Like, that little interaction they had in the ring, I'm sold. Like,
we'll get there. I think we'll get there, but we're not getting there just yet.
Yeah, not yet. Not yet.
But you get the Bronze to come out. And you get the Bronze, and then back and forth, yap.
Bronson Reed at some point during this said, "You're all yeet, no skeet." That's all I took from everything they said. You're all yeet, no skeet. Like, what year are we in? And why is that the funniest thing I've heard in a long time?
Why is it funny?
Yes.
So they get a match, right? We're gonna have a match later that night. We're gonna have LA and Jay versus the Bronze. And they're always going to be the Bronze now. Oh,
for sure. I'm just glad Adam Pearce didn't come out and make it official, because that's what they do every Monday.
Because Adam Pearce has other business to deal. CM Punk showing backstage, waiting for Seth to show up because it's the only entrance into the building. The only entrance. There are no other entrances to this building, but this one locked entrance right here.
Oh my God.
No other entrance.
It reminds me of that Kermit meme where Kermit's just sitting at the window, or the Joey from Friends meme where he's just sitting at the window, just looking like, why are you standing? I'm not going anywhere until you come. You're right.
The only entrance. the whole crowd, when they get in their seats, that's the only way the crowd comes in.
That's the only way.
That's it. No employee entrance, no fan entrance. This is the only entrance to the building.
And he's not watching it on his way to the arena. So, like, he doesn't know that I'm waiting here for him. So
Correct. He's not watching the show.
No.
Oh, no wrestler watches the show.
No.
No wrestler. I think once in all the time that I watched wrestling, did a wrestler actually look at the screen. I think it was Randy Orton. Watch the screen to see something happening and know it was happening.
Man,
so while CM Punk plays dumb, the only entrance into the building, we get our first match.
We do. We get
the first appearance of Raw is Asuka.
Yes, but so before we get to that match, Io Sky is in the back, and Kairi Sane and Asuka walk up, and Io Sky says, "Hey, I hope you guys are not still upset or whatever. I know you guys want to help, but I could do this myself." And Asuka's like, "No. Why would you think we're upset? No, we're friends. We're best friends, right? Everything's great." And of course, her tone, like Asuka does the thing where she shifts tones, like so abruptly, where she's talking to you normally, and then just goes in the street like like just sounded like a 80s like kung fu character.
Yes. It's like this guttural, like just nasty.
Yes. And she's going through all of this. And the highlight of every single segment with Asuka is Kairi Sane standing in back. Kairi Sane is standing back and she's like, "I'm sorry, I still love you." It's like the one kid in the divorce is the one kid stuck between mom and dad in the divorce. Yep. "I still love you." And then Asuka just yells at her from the back like, "Kairi!" And she just, "I gotta go. I gotta go. Mom's calling."
I love the slow tension that they are building with Asuka and Io, because what a great freaking match that's going to be.
Man.
One of you guys said it in the chat, Asuka-tude? Is that what Asuka-tude?
Yes. Man, it just everything about that segment worked. And then we get to the match. Got the Kabuki Warriors versus Judgment Day. And you know how I feel about Roxanne and Raquel. They've grown as a team. They've grown. And like you could tell they're more confident. They work so well together. But Asuka and Kairi Sane might be like all of these women are talented. It's hard to say, they might be top 5 or whatever the case may be. I mean, Asuka for sure is the top 3 wrestlers on the planet. Like there's no debate. There's no debate on that. And she showed out, right? The crowd was so in love with her. Like the crowd was so over on Asuka.
Yep.
There was no way that they were going to lose this match. The end was a little wonky. She looked like she was going to go for a pin. She's like, "Nah, I'm not going to go for a pin. I'm just choke you out." And she just picked her up from the pin and just put her in the Asuka lock and choked her out.
Right. It worked.
Man, yeah, it worked.
It was a fun match.
Raquel, man, to say she's grown in a year is an understatement. Like she's gone from being an afterthought. It's not almost an afterthought. She was an afterthought for a very long time. And she's put herself in a position to where she's simply not an afterthought. She's Big Mommy Cool. She's grown into that character. She's grown into being the character that she wanted to be when she first started. And she was on a path to, actually, before she got injured. Before, she went through her medical issue. And she came back and it was not working. And Liv's injury, as unfortunate it is, might have been, and of course Kevin Nash. Like Kevin Nash's words, I don't know how much that really mattered, but it mattered because we see the product of that, because she's just she's on another level right now. She's wrestling on another level. I would not be mad at that, Kenny, at
I
all.
don't hate it. I
Like
don't hate
I
it.
wouldn't. Her match with Rhea was phenomenal. That match she had with Rhea, that street fight, that was phenomenal. She's been putting on nothing but great matches. Her and Roxanne. I want them to stay as a tag team because they work so well together. Like they're an actual tag team, which we're gonna talk about. There was a funeral on Monday night for tag teams, not women's tag team wrestling, but but, but there was a funeral of tag teams.
I skipped through some of the matches because I came off late doing the Geek Spot show. Wait, no, the Geek Spot was Tuesday. I skipped through some of the matches because I forgot it was on at 2:00.
Correct. Correct.
That's what it was. I'm used to coming late from the Geek Spot show. We did the Geek Spot Tuesday night. I did
Correct.
not watch the next two matches.
So Dragon Lee, Finn Balor, world class athlete. And when I said who, Rusev should go after next, randomly Finn Balor just popped in my head
Right.
because he works well with anybody. I feel like Finn is gonna go in a different direction soon from the Judgment
He's
Day.
got to.
And who better to have a banger feud with than Rusev and Finn Balor? Like contrasting styles, contrasting looks. I think that would work. And that probably won't be Rusev's next feud. But I feel like they could put on some really good matches and tell some really good stories in the near future.
Finn needs to turn face.
He does.
It's time.
He does. It is. I need him smiling more in the back. Like
Yeah.
I don't need happy go lucky Finn.
No.
And I don't want this to sound I don't need Pride Finn to come out there with, like I don't need that guy. I don't need
No.
I
No.
do miss his old entrance though. I did love the arm flailing entrance. Yes, Finn got the win over Dragon Lee. Solid match. We got to see Dragon Lee 2 weeks in a row.
That's good.
Having a singles match on Raw. He hasn't won one, but he did win. He did win last week. He won.
Did he?
He beat
Okay.
JD.
That's right. Massive head.
Did he beat
the crowd cheer.
beat JD? Or did somebody else beat JD? Did AJ beat JD?
They
I
chanted
don't remember.
massive head at JD, and that's awesome.
He deserves it.
He does.
But yeah, we had Finn beating Dragon Lee, and then of course I didn't finish my notes.
Well, I know the next match just because I'm looking at a recap, and I know this was when I said that I need a firework pinwheel behind me at all times. I need a pinwheel that shoots fireworks at the back at all times. I
mean,
need to get it for the show. It might not do good for the Legos around me, but
I mean, it looks great.
Look, Penta's got one of the top 5 entrances right now. Period.
I can't disagree with that.
I don't understand why this pairing happened at all.
A potential. No. Let's keep Rusev. I mean, because the second greatest luchador in all times definitely will make easy work of Rusev.
WWE is incredibly happy with the work of the current El Grande Americano.
As they should be. He's been phenomenal. Like he's been phenomenal.
Kenny, as much as I want a pinwheel behind me, I'm probably not going to get one. Maybe I'll just get the pinwheel without the fireworks.
It just blows on the back of your neck.
It can make whizzy noises. I might get a pinwheel for Matt's pool for next year.
That actually be cool.
There's a pool and there's water.
Yeah, exactly. So you could just throw the water on it.
I don't understand. I don't understand this. I don't understand this pairing. The New Day and Austin Waller against the War Pigs and the War Raiders and Penta.
So random, but they seem so happy together. Like they're coming out, they're posing. It's like, what are we doing?
That's cool, but
the War Raiders haven't had a match in like 4 months, and they just randomly show up and they're teaming with Penta now. it was random. The match, I'm glad. You know what? I'm glad the New Day and Big G are working for you. It's not working for me, bro. That's gonna be that's not gonna work for me, brother. As
I
in the
I did
infamous
not watch the
words.
match, like I said.
It was the standard War Raiders match with the New Day, but you add in Penta, you add in Grayson, who actually brings nothing to the team. Like to me, like he's there, he's kind of like goofy,
Yeah.
but the New Day are already goofy enough for me, right? They're so good at what they do right now, which we'll go ahead after the match. We'll talk about the funeral of the tag team, which is something. If you got 12 minutes of your time, it's a long promo, but it's so worth it. You
Um,
know,
just to sidetrack for a second, I think he's dealing with a broken heart, and I don't think Kaiser's coming back anytime soon. And he wanted to
yeah,
know when is Ludwig coming back.
that's
Yeah,
a
he has been out for a while. I haven't seen him.
good question. Yeah, he hasn't wrestled in
No,
quite a while.
no.
I mean, hopefully he's somewhere happy.
I
You
hope
know,
so.
that's all we can ask for. You know,
That's it.
just be in good health and be happy. Get well, Ludwig Kaiser. I hope you're okay. I really do.
Me
I
too.
hope you're
It'd
okay.
be nice to see you again.
But this match, nothing to write home. The finish was pretty cool because Penta ran and jumped off of Ivar's back onto Xavier Woods and hit him with a destroyer. That was pretty cool, but it also looked like it could have really broke Xavier Woods' neck. Like it really did look like it could have put Xavier Woods out for a long time, but he's so good. He wears the neck brace now because he wants to ban the Mexican destroyer, which is hilarious to me. The New Day, really, every promo that they've done, I want to say over the last 2 or 3 months have been on the Netflix. I have to have a VPN, to watch, which is tragic because what are we doing? Like the New Day is one of the greatest tag team. I get it. Their tag team title run didn't hit the way everybody wanted it to. That was not their fault. That was terrible booking after a super hot angle with Big E. They were getting booed out of every building, and then they just went left. Like they just took the turn just completely left, and then took them off TV for a while. Just terrible booking. And then ever since they've been back, they're the commercial break guys. They do promos during commercial breaks, but you could only see it on Netflix or see it on YouTube the day after. So I don't know what we're doing with the New Day, but
I
that
don't know.
funeral promo was fire. Like it was great. Like if you, like I said, if you got time to watch it, it's definitely worth a watch. They're hilarious because they're just naturally funny. Xavier and Kofi.
Yeah,
And Kofi with
they've
that
always been funny.
that shaved mustache is a chef's kiss. That's hilarious to me because he looks so fucking stupid. Like he looks so goofy, but it works. But yeah, this match definitely not anything to write home for. And I'm trying to see what we got next. What came after the New
So
Day?
Adam Pearce banned Finn Balor and JD from going to the ring to watch the greatest intercontinental champion of all time fighting AJ Styles,
As he should have.
as he
As
should.
he should have. Let's see. So yeah, we get AJ and Dom. Dominic Mysterio is great. Like he's a fantastic wrestler. AJ Styles is world class. This crowd was so hot for AJ.
Yeah,
Like they were chanting. They went to a commercial break. We came from the commercial break. They were still chanting.
still
AJ
chanting.
was still standing in the middle of the ring, just soaking it up. You could
Yep.
tell he was he was pumping his fist. He was having a great time because you don't get this every day. You don't get that
No.
every day,
Nope.
especially at that stage in your career. You don't always get, just that moment to
No.
to take it in, man. And he deserves it. AJ is world class.
So this is the first time the Intercontinental Champion had been defended in France since 1993.
Kenny.
Kenny
We're not
floating in
rich
his
like you.
Kenny's floating in his infinity pool high atop one of the penthouse towers that he lives in.
Yeah.
With his expensive ass VPN. Having caviar fed to him while he's watching Raw. Commercial free.
Exactly. Commercial free.
Commercial
free. I really did think about getting a VPN.
I'm getting one. I just got to figure out some stuff. Apparently right now during the Phillies game, any Verizon customers watching the Phillies game are getting it in Spanish because there's a glitch.
Okay.
How awesome is that?
I mean, who needs to watch the Phillies? But I digress.
Right? I don't need to watch the Phillies tonight. Down 5-0 in the top of the third because Aaron Nola sucks. Anyway, I digress. Rey Mysterio and AJ Styles.
Dom Mysterio. The better Mysterio.
My bad.
The better Mysterio. The best Mysterio.
My brain was still on Kenny and his infinity pool.
Great match.
Yeah,
Dom continues to impress me. AJ, of course, we know what AJ is going to bring something different, and he can hit the Styles Clash from nowhere. Dom goes for the 619. He catches him, pulls him out, and puts him in perfect position for the Styles Clash. Hits the Styles Clash. Dom, being the ring veteran that he is, a 20-year veteran, he knows that he's close to the ropes. He holds on to the rope. Such a great move.
It was.
Everything about this match was great. And then the second greatest luchador of all times pops up out of nowhere, teleports in, loads the mask up, headbutts AJ in the chest, which I thought was pretty funny. It's like, okay. All right.
I mean, whatever.
That did it. Yeah.
Yep.
Dom goes up to the top rope. Huge frog splash. AJ's looking up at the lights for the 1, 2, 3. I had fun with this match because I love both of the competitors in this match.
Yep. I know you didn't like the next segment.
So,
because I know you don't like wrestlers of Irish descent in any way, shape, or form.
Those Irish, you know what? I might have got turned around at the end of the show or a little bit later in the show. But Lyra, so first we have Roxanne's backstage saying, hey, how does EO, because randomly Adam Pearce decides, hey, I figured it out. Let's have EO Sky versus Stephanie Vaquer Wrestlepalooza for the vacant women's world title. Now, this match was supposed to be a world title match at Clash in Paris.
Yep.
You totally could have had this match at Clash in Paris.
Could have.
But I get it.
Or, hold on, hear me out. Crazy idea. When's Wrestlepalooza? It's a couple weeks away, right?
Yeah.
You couldn't have a tournament to decide who the number one contender to go against Stephanie is? You couldn't have made it interesting by making a little tournament for it? Throw some wrestlers out there, get some wrestlers some screen time? Because at this point in time now, you haven't had Stephanie Vaquer on TV in weeks. It's ridiculous.
So I don't like that idea for one reason. If you're going to have a tournament, I think Stephanie Vaquer needs to be in the tournament. Right? Because if you have a tournament, you have her sit. I'm the number one contender. Bro, you're a rookie. Like I get it, you're the number one contender, but like you still, it's a vacant championship.
It is, but
I would have loved. No,
right? I mean, you have two more Raws and 3 more SmackDowns before WrestlePalooza. WrestlePalooza's on the 20th, as I just looked. You had plenty of time to set a little tournament up. Stephanie's got her spot already. She gets the bye. And then you just make a little tournament. And if you want to put EO there, that's fine. But but get her there.
Yeah.
You know? And it sucks.
You know, I think one of the reasons why they didn't do that, which when I thought about it, as I was about to say it, it made less sense when the words were about to come out of my mouth, because I was like, they have so many storylines going on with the women right now.
Right.
Putting them in the tournament actually would enhance those storylines. It wouldn't hurt the storylines, but I feel like they're already on it. Like they've already penciled these things in.
Yeah.
And they don't want to change their plans. Although if one of them would get injured, the plans
The
get
only
changed.
drawback to a tournament would be you would have to put Rhea in it, and Rhea would have to lose. That's a drawback to it. And now as I'm talking it out and it's going on in my head, I'm thinking, yeah, you're gonna have to put Asuka in it. You're gonna have to put Rhea in it. You're gonna have both of them have to lose to get Io
versus
to the tournament. Okay,
correct.
Now, what I think is going to happen, I'll sidetrack for one quick second, is I think Asuka's going to cost Io the title, and Stephanie's going to get a little run as a champ.
I don't hate it, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think Io's going to win so we could get a feud between Io and Asuka for the title.
I hate seeing Io drop the title so fast again, though.
Oh, Io's not losing to Asuka.
I don't know.
I mean, like, Asuka's going to beat Io up, but I don't think... no, you're right. You're right. What do I know? Asuka's great. Io's great.
We get a backstage segment with an Irish wrestler that you don't like because she's Irish. Lyra complaining about Bayley.
Have you talked to Bayley? I haven't talked to Bayley.
She doesn't want to be friends with Bayley, but now she's booked for a match next week. Great. Keep her off the microphone. Let her come to the ring with her stupid wings.
And Bayley came to you and tried to talk to you. Be like, I don't want nothing to do with you. And she's like, okay, now I'm gonna go crazy. So this is your fault, Lyra.
Thanks, Lyra. You. Actually, thank you. Yeah. No, really, thank you. Yeah. But then we get, I think, one of the best promo segments that I've seen in so long. Again, another Irish. This is two people in the ring that you just don't like. One because she's Irish and the other because it's CM Punk. I get it. Right?
You know,
this was just a downer for you. Oh my goodness.
You know, Punk comes out there. He says, I'm hijacking the show. And all I kept thinking was, I hate you. Like, as he's like,
well, that's so didn't AJ no. So Adam Pearce told him, even though you are guarding the only entrance to the stadium,
he's already here.
My sources have told me that Seth Rollins is in the building. Wow, T.
So now,
this is some called out stuff right here.
I mean, yeah, you're right. You guys are all right.
Irish women, birds, and champions with hot husbands.
It's all true statements.
And Kenny hates birds that are champions. Go Birds.
I hate birds who are Super Bowl champions.
So while CM Punk spent half the show guarding the only entrance into the arena, Sneaky Seth came into the arena another way.
Yeah, just walked in the front door.
But Becky comes out while CM Punk is in the ring calling out Seth. Seth's music hits and Becky comes out. And I was like, oh shit. Becky's going to get a GTS. Here we go.
I didn't think she was going to get a GTS, but I also didn't think that this segment was going to go the way it went.
No, neither did I.
Because she came down there, and I thought like she was goading him, and Seth was going to come in and sneak him from behind. Like I thought that, and they were just going to beat up on CM Punk for a while. I thought
she'd distract him, and Seth would come down and hit him from behind, and it would be Becky unleashed one of her best promos ever.
Not one of this was her shining moment. This was Becky's moment.
Good God, did she rip into him?
And I'll be totally honest. The reason why she hates CM Punk is the reason why I hate CM Punk. You left. These fans, these stupid fans, chanted your name for years, ruining some great moments just to chant CM Punk's name. A guy who could care less about them because he's that guy. He's a Second City Saint who just really only cares about himself. Everything, I agreed with every word that Becky said because I'll be totally honest, I felt the same way. I did. I did. CM Punk didn't burn me because I've never been like the biggest CM Punk fan, but I hated wrestling fans after he left. I hated, like when I say I hated those CM Punk chants. When I first heard he was coming back, I said, "Oh no, the CM Punk chants are coming back too," and I hate that. I really do hate CM Punk chants, like randomly in random
I don't
matches
hate him.
throughout the night, and they would just
I'm a
ruin some moments.
man.
And Becky was right. Becky
And
was right.
and then and then she slapped the shit out of CM Punk. She slapped him back, forth, put her head in his chest and just like
Egging them on.
egging him. I don't like violence against women, but man, I was watching this man and I was like, you're in the ring, she's in a ring. Put her to sleep, dude. She's slapping the shit out of you.
I mean, Baron Corbin would have. Baron Corbin would
Corbin had no qualms. Did not care one instant.
in the days quick to old Becky. But man, I love this segment so much. All things,
She hates Punk,
all
Irish women wrestlers, birds, intercontinental champions with hot husbands, and Big G.
I don't hate Big G. He's just irrelevant. He's definitely not a part of the island. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Randy would have RKO'd that at the first slap.
She wouldn't even got that slap out. She would have raised her hand up and he would have already been arcing on her.
But
Oh man.
all of that, and then Seth comes out to the top of the ramp.
That was the best part of it. I loved it.
Him coming out and saying, "Come get me," and her standing in his way while I'm in my head going, "Go out the back, go to the side, go to the side. There's a lot of ring there. Move away." But I enjoyed it for what it was.
Yes.
And the fact that he didn't touch her.
You know, so Kenny, you said the fact that Seth left his wife in the ring with Punk was interesting. So, one thing I loved that CM Punk said is he didn't want to just relegate Becky to being Seth's wife.
Correct.
Right. I'm going to give you the respect you deserve because you're not just Seth's wife. You're a WWE superstar. You are the Intercontinental Champion. Like I love that. I love that part because we could have easily just you're sending your wife out here to do. I knew once he said man to man, I knew that Becky was coming out there, and that's why I named the episode Two Man Power Trip. Right, that's play on words, old school Triple H. Stone Cold Steve Austin, you got Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch, World Heavyweight Champion, Intercontinental Champion. Hey, a lot of parallels there.
I don't believe this, Matt, for a second, because Seth, again, is playing chess.
This was a great segment. And what really made the segment as great as it was Punk's reaction and a look on his face at the end of that segment because boy, oh boy, he really looked like he was ready to harm Seth Rollins in the worst way. And it wasn't even a look of defeat. It was a look of pure hatred. And everybody wants to know how we keep this feud going.
Well,
This is how we keep this feud going.
and the crowd, during Becky's chit chat, the crowd kept chanting AJ Lee.
Oh, of course.
Right? And Becky, who really is good at answering the crowd back,
Yes.
snapped back. You keep chanting for someone that doesn't even work here.
Doesn't work here.
This
Definitely
is the way to keep that feud going. The feud was getting a little stale. Introducing Becky. And then, as CM Punk is leaving, he stopped in the crowd, pointed to a fan sign, and waved it closer. And on the sign had AJ Lee on it. Punk pointed at it. Punk left.
So
now, before we get to the final match, the backstage thing with Adam Pearce. Adam Pearce came down. He found Adam Pearce still at that one gate that's locked.
Yes.
The only entrance into the building. Adam Pearce
only way in and out. One way in, one way out.
He left. Seth is gone. Seth is gone. You know where he works. You get him next week. CM Punk goes, where's SmackDown this week? And Adam didn't have to say it like this, but Adam goes, home sweet home, Chicago. Why? Man, you ruined it by saying home sweet home. Could have just said Chicago. Right?
I mean, when SmackDown was announced to be in Chicago, I kept thinking like CM Punk's going to be there, but I was like, why would he be there? Because
and they always put him in Chicago.
Like exactly, he's gonna show up even if he wasn't on TV. He would show up in Chicago just because of Chicago.
Sure.
But
Punk
man,
said thank you. Walked away.
He said something to the effect of, "You're gonna regret all of this. And you're gonna regret putting your hands on me, Becky Lynch, because of course he's not going to, strike a female." Which
all this has cleared this chaos just yet.
Man, no. Oh, poor Nick. He might lose all his hair. He might turn into Charles Xavier after Friday. So Friday's gonna be nuts.
All the teasing is
a lot of teasing
that on SmackDown, probably the last 2 minutes of the show, because that's what they do. AJ is going to show up to have Punk's back. AJ and Punk versus Becky and Seth at Wrestlepalooza. Now, they got to make Wrestlepalooza the biggest thing in the world because it's the first one in ESPN, pulling out all the stops, back the truck up to AJ, let her have a couple matches. Maybe this is her only match. Maybe she doesn't come. Maybe she comes and this is just the only match she wrestles. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with this if as it goes forward. Kenny asked if we could stretch this to Mania 42 or is Mania Roman versus Seth. I don't know. And yes, Matt, this Wrestlepalooza is going against AEW, so they're absolutely pulling out all the stops. Now
it is not going against AEW now. AEW has pushed their show to 2 p.m. I think they it's either 2 or 3. I think so AEW moved their show to early in the day. So they're going to be wrapping up, hopefully, because AEW pay-per-views usually are like 7 hours. So they might be getting to the main event when Wrestlepalooza starts. But they moved their show up early in the day.
So nobody actually has confirmed that AJ Lee is coming. There's rumors going around that it is her. Supposedly the WWE shop spoiled it already and said that they're going to have AJ merch soon. But there's chitter that it could be Roxanne instead of AJ, that they're going to pull a swerve and it's going to be Rhea instead of AJ, and it's going to be AJ Styles and not AJ Lee. Like there's just all kinds of fun stuff. Kenny, I want to hear a wrestler say Wrestlepalooza with a serious face too, because I can't. I'm sorry, I can't. But then we get to the main event, right?
But before we get to the main event, I'm just gonna put this out there.
Put it out
to hurt everybody's feelings.
Oh no,
ladies and gentlemen, AJ Lee's a little bit older. AJ Lee, just like Nikki Bella, AJ Lee came in a time where we didn't have that many good wrestlers.
True.
So her wrestling ability, I feel like, has been a little bit over exaggerated. Like, I
Okay.
think the only good wrestler, like, I think around her time might have been Caitlyn, and that was because she was strong.
Okay.
But like, we're
Are
gonna
you saying
we
that Kelly is not a good wrestler?
we're gonna get AJ Lee come back to the ring, and it's gonna look like Nikki Bella versus Becky
I
Lynch.
don't think it's going to look that bad, but you could be right. Oh, she was trained by Jay Lethal.
Cool, cool.
Many years ago.
10 years ago, I would say, yeah, 10 years ago,
Ah,
this is a dream match, right? Like, but no, I'm
adding
not.
TV
They were
wrestlers to
they were
the
terrible wrestlers, though.
They
They were not good wrestlers.
they were not good wrestlers. The women were just finally getting a chance to wrestle and not just be eye candy. Trish
Paige came
Stratus,
along,
Lita, Paige. I
but
understand what you're saying.
but she was a tweener. She wasn't there when Trish and Lita had that blow off match before AJ Lee really ascended to that next level of
Right.
like, because she grew into becoming a better wrestler too. But she
Yeah.
didn't have competition. Like, she looked great in the ring because she was so much better than everybody. Then Paige showed up, and Paige kind of really ushered in the women's revolution. And then there were wrestlers who were on her level and better, and then she left. I
Fair.
like,
Fair. It's
and
fair.
this is not me. This is not hate. These are all facts, right?
That's fair.
These
I
are like, you
understand.
go back and look at it. It just, so people expect her to come back, but she's an icon, right? Like,
Sure
there
deal.
are people who became wrestlers because of her, because she kind of was a rebel. She didn't fit the diva mold, and that's what made
She was
Paige
great on the
become a
mic.
wrestler.
She was great on the mic.
Oh, yes. She had the kiss of death. She kissed Daniel Bryan. He lost in 7 seconds to Sheamus, right? And she kissed CM Punk, and he lost the World Heavyweight title too. I just
I
temper
it'll
your
be
expectations. That's
it'll
all.
be interesting to see because there's been no rumors of her practicing either. So I get what you're saying.
No. I've actually
Well,
seen
wait,
clips of her.
actually,
Like,
she has.
yeah, she's been
She did
wrestling.
heels.
Yeah, no, she's been wrestling. Like,
Okay.
she goes and like goes to the PC and does like things. Like, so I'm not saying, but she's older. Like, you
That's
could go in there,
true.
like, you could go in there and wrestle like all you want, but that doesn't mean you're gonna, like, Nikki Bella she's been going to the dungeon. Like, Natalia's been working with her forever.
Right.
I'm
I,
sorry.
I I'm anxious to see what happens, and if
She's
maybe
gonna get a pop. Like,
maybe she gets a tune-up match.
I hope so. Like, I hope so, and I hope it looks good, because I just think people need to temper their expectations, because then you can have her coming in and she comes in and looks like Sting in the WWE instead of looking like Sting in AEW, right? Those are
Yep.
two totally different humans. And
Yep.
Sting didn't look like Sting when he was in
Nope.
the WWE.
No, he did not. He
So
looked like Sting.
yeah,
Physically.
yeah.
Like, yeah. No, I get it.
So you just temper. That's all I ask.
The main event of this week's Raw was another tag team match. Jey Uso and LA Knight versus the Bron Brons with no Paul Heyman, no Seth Rollins,
No.
no Becky Lynch.
No.
Becky was with her hot husband
Somewhere
And-
hiding.
somewhere hiding. And, it was a match that happened. There was a lot of stuff that happened. The heels won. And then the heels proceeded to beat down LA Knight and Jey Uso.
Jey Uso, yeah.
And finally, Jimmy Uso comes back. Runs down to the ring with a chair. Doesn't look like a playing card.
Yeah. I mean,
And clears the ring and stands there with his brother. And as the camera's fading away, you could hear Jay say, I need you. I can't do it alone. I need you. And that was a moment for me that I was like, yes, yes, yes. Get your brother back. Handle your business. Give me a little run with the Usos. I don't need tag team belts. I don't need the Usos to go on a run for months and months and months. Give me a little bit of a run with the Usos. Let Jimmy get some of that rub off of Jay right now so Jimmy can go do his thing. That's what I want.
See, you just said you need a little run with the Usos. If we get a little run with the Usos, then I need us to run it back. The New Day versus the Usos one more time.
I'll be okay if we get to that.
Yes.
But right now,
oh yeah, we got the Bron Brons.
You gotta take care of the Bron Brons.
Yeah, we got the Bron Brons. That's probably gonna happen at Wrestlepalooza.
100%.
That's gonna be a banger of a match because the Usos
such a good match. Because Jay has been good by himself. Jimmy's been okay by himself. But together, those two are great.
The Usos are the greatest tag team of all time.
Plus, Jay don't have to worry about his cardio.
No. I mean, they're both going to come through the crowd. What if they come through different sides? Like,
no, that'd be hot.
That'd be dope.
That'd be hot.
But I mean, the end of Raw, like this match, we've seen this match. Like, I feel like Raw has this match every week.
Cut and paste.
Tag team match that ends Raw, and the bad guys beat up the good guys to close out Raw. Yes. Like, I want that again. Like, I've been chasing that match in the tag team division forever because that was one of the greatest tag team matches I've ever seen in my life. Like, the Usos and the New Day in the Hell in a Cell.
That was special.
That was amazing. And I've really been chasing that. And we've had TLCs and stuff like that. Those are car crashes. But this was like art. Like, they went in there and just, Kofi on the outside just watching. It's like Xavier just gets destroyed inside the cell with them kendo sticks. Like, that was so great. Like, that match was so phenomenal. I would just love to see those two teams face off one more time. Don't have to be for the belts.
No,
like
not at all.
Run it for old time's sakes, man. Like,
that's it.
You know, after the Usos take care of the Bron Brons, that's gonna be a banger of a match. Yeah, I mean, this was a great week of wrestling.
It really was.
I enjoyed every
even with the Irish wrestlers intervening. It was a great week of wrestling.
Yeah, for sure. I gave him a pass, except for Lyra. Like, why do you care about Bayley? Like, stop caring. You didn't care about Bayley before she went crazy.
I mean,
now she's going crazy.
Yeah.
Every week you're asking to get murdered because I really feel like Bayley is going to come back and like obliterate her.
Yep.
And that's gonna make me smile.
Me too. Me too.
It's gonna make me smile.
Me too.
But on that note, we've done the man. We're hitting 2 hours. We've talked about some great wrestling. We got some great wrestling coming up. This Friday is going to be SmackDown's ratings been down. I think this is going to push SmackDown's ratings up. We got Cena in the building. We got Punk in the building.
Yep. Six more Cenas.
I said it in the chat. What if we get a John Cena open challenge? Because he said that. He said he loves doing open challenges.
I think he should do an open challenge for his final match. If they can't get Edge back, do an open challenge and go out on your back.
I want to see Punk and Cena one more time. Like, I want to see that. I want to see that in Chicago. I need that on Friday.
I hope he does wrestle on Friday.
I hope it's against Punk. Like,
I would be
Seth's not here, but I'm here. Let's do it one more time for the culture, as they say. But on that note, we're gonna end it here at just under 2 hours. Thank you so much, Matt. Thank you so much, Kenny. There were other people who popped in. Didn't see their names, but I did
That's
see the
fine.
numbers going up. We
Love you
appreciate
all.
y'all. We
Love you
appreciate
all.
you guys for stopping in on the island. Frank, I'll see you next Wednesday. I hope next Wednesday is as good as this Wednesday
I hope
because
so.
I'm excited for Friday. I'm
I'm
excited
excited
for
for
Friday.
I'm excited for tomorrow. Go Birds.
All right. On that note, we're out of here because I could care less about the birds unless they're the